Because of the frequency of these mistakes, over time the gesture for asking for forgiveness evolved into the simplest form. Just to open your palm was to say, "Forgive me." Aside from one exception, almost no record exists of this first language. The exception on which all knowledge of the subject is based is a collection of 79 fossil gestures, prints of human hands frozen in mid sentence and housed in a small museum in Buenos Aires. One holds the gesture for "sometimes when the rain," another for "after all these years," another for "was I wrong to love you?" They were found in Morocco in 1903 by an Argentine doctor named Antonio Alberto de Bidma. He was hiking in the high Atlas Mountains when he discovered the cave where the 79 gestures were pressed into the shale. He studied them for years without getting any closer to understanding until one day, already suffering the fever of the dysentery that would kill him, he suddenly found himself able to decipher the meanings of the delicate motions of fists and fingers trapped in stone. Soon afterwards, he was taken to a hospital in Fez, and as he lay dying, his hands moved like birds, forming 1,000 gestures, dormant all those years. If at large gatherings or parties or around people with whom you feel distant, your hands sometimes hang awkwardly at the ends of your arms, if you find yourself at a loss for what to do with them, overcome with sadness that comes when you recognize body, it's because your hands remember a time when the division between mind and body, brain and heart, what's inside and what's outside, was so much less. It's not that we have forgotten the language of gestures entirely. The habit of moving our hands while we speak is left over from it. Clapping, pointing, giving the thumbs up, all artifacts of ancient gestures. Holding hands, for example, is a way to remember how it feels to say nothing together. And at night, when it's too dark to see, we find it necessary to gesture on each other's body to make ourselves understood.